If you live in the Cincinnati area, Randy and I, if you want 2 free tickets to see me and Randy, get in touch with us through the website, bonezonepodcast@gmail.com is our email address. And if you have some musical equipment and you can help us set up a free show in the park on Saturday afternoon, that would be Saturday
in the Cincinnati
7th, in the Cincinnati area, close to where the club Go Bananas is.
Let's Go Bananas.
If you help us facilitate a free show in the park, we will give you 2 free tickets.
Do you guys need help? Do you want me to come
to one of the shows?
Oh yeah, absolutely. You should come.
Yeah, you should come.
I'm a poet.
Oh, either way, man, we don't care. You should just come. We'll let you do poetry for sure, man.
I'd love to.
But we'll bring you because you're a sweet guy. You're a kind heart.
I appreciate
and I can tell that you have a good soul.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Yeah, they say the eyes. This is another my mentor, my street
poetry mentor,
my street professor is what I call him.
Sure.
Yeah, he once said a very wise thing where he was like, "The eyes are the window to the soul," and I'm like,
"Whoa." That's
some heavy shit.
That's super
right
deep.
there.
I mean,
put that on your shoulders, walk around with that all day.
I was like, that just makes you think, stuff like that. And that's why it's like good to have a mentor, like
I get it.
It's like sometimes you just see a guy like you. There's a lot to learn. There's a lot of wise people out there.
See, that's why you're able to give those people your shoes. Those haters on the street, when they don't have shoes and they're hating, you can see through their eyes that they have a true good soul, no matter how lost they've become. And that's why.
That's all. There aren't bad people. They're just some lost people.
They just got lost. They've become lost, and they need shoes and they need help.
And we'll find them. And if we don't find them right away, we'll give them time and we'll find them.
We'll see you soon enough.
The Bone Zone.
We're not giving up on you.
We're not in the business of trying to tell you what to do. We're in the business. We'll take your hand and try and guide you into a direction that we have embraced ourselves. But we're not saying necessarily that this is the right way. We just feel in our hearts that this is what we feel, and this is what we want to help. We want to help spread love and kindness.
Please, if you have a different path, good luck, brother. We love you.
You take your path. We're not telling you. We're not trying to twist your arm and make you walk along our path with us. No. I will give you my shoes, and you can walk on your own path.
Please.
You could decide that you're against everything that we stand for, and I will still love you like a brother.
I know you got a longer path ahead. I want you to have these shoes because I want your feet to be good.
Hopefully, they will lead you back to us.
I can only hope.
Only hope that too.
That is beautiful, Brendon.
Sometimes, Brendon, I hear about you talk about your mentor, your professor, and I think that's great. A lot of people downplay the need to have someone to speak to about things. You get in a rut, and you think that things are the way that you think they are. And all it takes sometimes is someone else, maybe with a little more experience, or even just someone that just is going to sit there and listen to you and offer their opinion.
Exactly.
They don't have to be the wisest man in the world, but maybe they have a different perspective.
Maybe they're a little more enlightened.
Yeah, you
trust.
should.
It's about trust.
Welcome the opportunity to have someone listen to you, and do it for other people too. Just listen.
There's so many voices out there. Just listen to them.
Listen to them.
It's like the earth is one big living organism, and it's like, if you break things down to like the molecular level, it's like we're all just molecules. Like if you look at the earth like as one big molecule, it's like it's broken down to the molecular level, and we're all just pieces of that molecule. That
we're all connected.
Yeah.
We're all connected. We're all one piece.
Everything has equal or bigger reaction.
There it is.
You breathe in, I breathe out.
It's time.
It's a butterfly effect.
What goes up must come down. A
Yeah.
lot of that stuff is out there, and it's real, and you can feel it, and you can smell it, and you can touch it. A lot of it you can't see, but it's there.
But just be ready for it.
Yeah.
You just got to have faith in yourself too.
Have faith.
Believe
trust
in it,
that it will be there for you when you need it.
You know what? Bottom line.
What?
Me, like Ranman, myself, Curt, who's a dope actor. You catch him on Workaholics every week.
Come on.
Fourth Workaholic.
Come on.
We're not telling you that you have to believe anything we say.
Of course not.
All we're saying is you have to believe in yourself first.
Yeah,
faith.
Believe in what you say.
Have faith in what you're saying. Trust.
No matter what you say, just
yourself.
believe it and say it with conviction.
Exactly.
Yeah, you're on maybe you're on your way to work right now. If you're not watching the stream and you're listening to this later when we post it, Maybe you're on your way to work and you're like, you know what? I'm not sure about today. You know what? Turn that around. It's up to
Listen
you.
Listen to yourself.
It's up to you. You make your future.
Exactly. When we're talking about all these voices out in the world, you're one of those voices. You can listen to your own voice in your own mind.
You're steering the spaceship, my
You're
brother.
in charge here, man.
No such
Trust
thing
yourself
as good or
yourself.
bad luck. No such thing as good or
Make
bad
the choices
luck.
that are right for you.
You create that for yourself.
You can take a left turn, right turn. You can go straight. You can go straight reverse whenever you want.
Unless you're on the bus and then
You're not in charge necessarily, but
pull the thing,
like just
get off on the next stop,
at least
and then
pay
go
attention to where you're
left,
going.
then go reverse, then go straight.
then you can get on your feet and
But
start
if you're on the
walking.
bus, that's like up to the bus driver.
Hey, if you're on that bus because you ain't got no shoes, get off that bus. Find Brendon Walsh.
Oh yeah,
He'll set you up some shoes. You can start walking in the right direction.
Just
tweet
to
your
clarify,
location. Tweet your
though,
location, and Brendon will give you his
much
shoes.
much love to everybody. And yes, I mean, I stand
haters.
by my policy of giving away my shoes to the shoeless, but don't. I'm just gonna ask. Just don't take advantage. Like I'm not like a free shoe service.
Yeah, let's say.
Sure.
Let's say you get a hold of Brendon
because these are my shoes. Like I wear nice shoes.
Like you
Yeah.
need shoes too.
and I
let's
don't
be
want to
honest.
like.
you're
This
not-
could run into a lot of money.
Well, let's
can't be
say
barefoot.
you find Brendon and you're like, I have no shoes.
Oh, I heard the
You
podcast.
do that thing where you give me your
Yeah.
shoes, and Brendon's like, yeah, okay, and then he gives you his shoes, and
No
then,
hesitation.
And because Brendon
wouldn't
is used to doing that, he does have a backup pair of shoes. He puts those on, and then you're like, I want those shoes too. He'll do it, but come on,
But like,
that's pushing
Well,
it.
that's then I might before I gave you my second pair of shoes. I mean, I'm willing to hear you out. We can sit down. We can rap about it. Like we could talk about like I'm interested. I want to find out like where are you from? What was your childhood
let's talk
like?
about why you
What did
need
what
the
are your-
second pair of
What's your
shoes.
family
why
like?
Well, yeah.
Let's break bread. Let's
break bread.
Let's
There's
get some
seriously,
wine.
there's
an ethnic-
opportunities
There's
for
an
that.
ethnic place
Yeah.
close by. Like it's really good. Let's break some bread together.
Yeah. So,
But
Like
you decide. Brendon will do it, but
we trust
you
you guys.
decide
You're
if
smart.
it's a good idea. Or
We
not.
trust you all. You're smart people. Like you know what you want and what you need and what the world needs and what the people around you need.
Mhm.
well,
Don't get carried away. You guys know what to do. You guys are all smart people. We trust you. We believe in
But
you.
listen to this. Listen to this.
All right.
Okay, a human being only needs so much. There are needs,
There we
but guess
go.
what? Here's a little bit of something to think about. Let's take bread for example. If you're making bread, and you're kneading it, okay? I know they're two different words, but hear me out.
I'm
You're
with you.
kneading it, and you're kneading it, and you're kneading it, and you knead it too much. There's too many needs.
There's no bread.
Bread becomes harder to break.
damn, that is deep.
Randy, you just changed my life forever.
Well,
I never quite heard it put that way, but damn.
sorry, like I'm just a person, and that's something that came to
Did
me.
you guys hear that? Did you guys hear what he said? Like if you need too much, there's no more bread.
Bread becomes harder to break.
We can't break it. If you need and you need and you need,
and one of the most important things
guess what?
is
There's no
breaking
bread to
bread.
bake. There's no bread to
Yeah.
break for that next
So
person.
essentially, what you're saying is, if you keep putting your needs ahead of your fellow man's, then it's just going to make breaking bread harder,
which keeps us apart.
Yeah, that's just
So when
that
you meet
deep
when you
stuff,
meet a
man.
beautiful soul like Brendon Walsh in the street,
Yeah.
and no matter how much of a hater you may or may not be, that man gives you your shoes. That Brendon Walsh gives you his shoes.
Yeah.
Sorry, he gives you his shoes.
Yeah.
You could ask him for that next pair of shoes because we know he has that backup, as Randy just established.
Yeah.
But you know what? That's too much need. You don't need that. So you break it again. You break that bread again. You give that next person your shoes.
Yeah, exactly. And the next person that comes up to you may ask you for your shoes, and you're like, I just got these, but guess what?
I got a backup too.
My boy Brendon, the street poet from way back, the enlightened Bryn man.
I'm not trying to say I'm in line. I'm just saying that,
I'm just hinting at it. I'm not saying you are either. I would hate to make you embarrassed. I know.
Someday.
On Sunday.
Someday.
Oh, okay.
Someday.
I'd say, well, you guys know something I don't know.
He's gonna be. He's gonna
On
become
Sunday, Brandon's gonna be.
I mean,
he's gonna become enlightened specifically
I
this
do
Sunday.
have an engagement on Sunday, but it's not.
It's different.
It's different. I'm not excluding you on purpose.
He's
It's
just proposing to his girlfriend.
No, my one of my mentors, one of my street professors, I call them.
Yeah, of course.
I'm getting together with him. We're gonna sit. We're just gonna talk about like topics and.
Oh, cool.
yeah,
That's
just
amazing.
like like what's out, like what is like what is God, like
Yeah.
just kind of like, I mean,
you
believe in God, like I don't care, you believe in whatever you like. I'm
Of
saying
course.
I believe in like a higher power. I'm spiritual. I'm not so much religious.
I get you. I get you.
But I'm spiritual. Like I don't believe in like
there's
a
something
God
out there,
that's
but
like
is it the Bible? Who knows? You
I
know?
don't believe in like, I don't necessarily believe it's an old white guy with a long beard sitting on a cloud.
I got you.
But
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm more spiritual than I am.
There's something out there, helping us out.
I mean, if you think about it, like the way the universe works, like it gives you, like it kind of gives you what you put out there. It gives back to you. And like,
I know what you mean.
you never really get more than you can handle.
Absolutely.
So, I mean, I'm not saying like I got it all figured out, but long story short, me and one of my street professors are going to get together. We're going to talk about spirituality and like, what we think is going on out there. We'll probably break some bread and, maybe just, kind of rap, hang out outdoors, enjoy the sun, feel the grass on our feet.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, so that's Sunday, but I mean, you guys are welcome to come. I'm not.
Would that be? That was my next
you.
question. Like, I'm almost jealous at this point that you have these mentors, these professors, and like, I'm wondering how you found these people, or how we could find someone similar to them, if not necessarily them. Does that make sense? Like, I would love to have someone like that in my life. I don't want to necessarily jump in on your boat and steal this person, or take time away from them when they should be giving it to some others that they've already committed to.
No, I mean, you just get out. You just got to get out there and meet people and talk to them and get to like just really get to know people, though. Like don't just
judge them by the cover.
Well, don't. It's like it's not like I prefer to. It's like this is a wise man once said, the loudest words are listening, really. Like, it's not how loud you speak, it's how much you listen.
Interesting.
And that's like
whoa.
And that is like more powerful.
I gotta be honest, I tuned out for just a quick sec, and then right when I tuned back in, you dropped that on me.
Supreme
See,
knowledge,
that's
dude.
maybe a life
say
lesson.
Say it again.
Maybe
Repeat
it's
it?
a life lesson.
No, the part right before that.
The part about
listening.
Like
loudness.
Listening speaks more words than volumes of.
I love
words,
it. Oh wow!
You know what I'm saying? It's
That's
like
I do know. What
it's
you're
like
saying.
you could give a speech that lasts 10 hours, but that's not as powerful as 10 minutes of listening.
Ooh.
to the person speaking.
You put them on a scale. You put them on one of those old timey scales where one thing
Let's weigh
affects
the
the
two.
other.
Yeah.
And guess what? One's like fucking loaded with shit. It looks like it visually. It's like,
Yeah.
oh shit.
And
Other
audible.
side, smaller and not as important, you don't think. But guess what?
Just as much impact.
Everyone gathers around to see if what happens, and they're the same.
Just as much emotional and mental weight.
You're crazy, man. Dude.
That's unbelievable.
Curt, look at this. Like, we don't always get like this.
This is
Kurt's
fascinating,
here.
man. We're having
Curt is a polished veteran. Curt is funny guy. Curt is on TV, and we're playing to your level right now, I think.
I mean, no. It's. I think I think it's equal. I think it's a three-way thing. We're all contributing. We're all equal. It's the same, like we've been saying. Like, it's not about me. It's not about you. It's about us.
Okay.
We are all one. We're all here on the same place together. We all got here together. You guys didn't. There's no I'm up here and you guys came to me. We all reached this point.
Yeah.
As a group, because we are equal, because we are the same, because we are.
There's a little bit of with me and you. There is a little bit of in our past.
Sure.
A little bit of you being like, I'm up here and you're down there, but that's because, get this, y'all, we used to sleep in bunk beds.
Oh yeah, that's literally physical placement of it. That's good, Randy.
I'd hate to throw the listener for a loop, but we did sleep in bunk beds for a few years while living together, sharing a bedroom.
And give me full credit, I built that bunk bed myself. Because I got some of them skills, y'all.
Did you know that, Brendon?
You teach a man to, you give a man a bunk bed, and, he might sleep, he could crash there for a night, but teach a man to build a bunk bed, and then you have a habitat.
That's amazing, Brendon.
Wow.
That is such a good analogy.
I like that. So many people out there, and
Jesus Christ,
and
that's
more
amazing.
than just America right now are being like, wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Like, someone could give me a bunk bed. They got it fucking IKEA or something, but if I know how to build that bunk by myself...
Yeah,
you'll have bunk beds forever.
Give a man a bunk bed, and he may sleep with one of his friends for up to 3 years. But teach a man to build a bunk bed, And the first part that I said is true, but once it breaks, he can also build another one, and so on and so forth.
Well, and throughout life's journey, I mean, you can just always, you're not reliant, you're not attached to a single bed. Like you can give that, like maybe you meet somebody and they don't have a bed to sleep, and you give them your bunk bed.
I built this.
Then you can make another one.
You can keep building them. You can give it to your friends. If a guy approaches you on the street, no matter how much of a hater he is, you can say, "Do you need a bunk bed? I'll give you my bunk bed."
Yes, let's gather some materials.
Let's break bread.
Let's go to the lumberyard.
Let's build a bunk bed over
Find
bread.
another hater though first, probably, because you don't want to waste a bed. Like if you have one hater and you're going to give them your bunk bed, you should maybe
there should be another hater
team
to
them
sleep
up with
underneath.
another
Yeah,
hater.
it'd be better if his 2 haters came at you.
Hopefully he has a hater with him.
Because then you're just doing
underneath.
twice the work to build bunk beds for single haters.
No, because you don't know how to build regular beds.
Yeah, you gotta only build bunks.
Yeah, I only know how to build 2, one on top of the other.
Randy only knows how to build double-decker sandwiches too.
Yeah, that's true.
Best double-decker sandwich in Hollywood.
Did you guys know
Little known fact, Randy's never built a single-decker sandwich in his life.
Never built a single-decker sandwich, but that's because my nickname in elementary school was Decker.
What?
Randy,
What for?
Randy Decker.
Really?
How does that?
Well,
You always had a deck of cards on you?
I always had, for a few reasons. I always had a deck of cards on me. Yes. And also, people, I'm not proud of this, but when people in my past would give me a hard time, I'd deck them.
Oh.
Yeah.
For real?
Call me Randy Decker. And, and I would feel bad. And then I started eating double-decker tacos, double-decker sandwiches, and it just kind of stuck with me for a while.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yep.
Really good picture into the past of Randy Liedtke.
I would never deck a man today.
No matter what.
No matter what, unless...
I don't care if you're...
I didn't care what color they were.
Yeah.
It'd probably be one of those colors, though. If I were to deck someone...
It'd be a color.
They would
be based on their color.
But I wouldn't even see the color. I would see red because I would be angry.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Now we're having fun.
But yeah, I mean, I would deck someone if they were to take away the rights and freedoms of someone, and I were to see it.
Yeah, if they disrespect my fellow man.
Yeah, and if they were to, do things to get in the way of people's progress or take away our bread or things like that.
Take away bread, absolutely.
I would
take away knowledge.
I'd Randy deck them.
Take away knowledge, take away bread. I'm going to deck them right there.
Yeah.
No, I mean, as Randy knows and as Curt knows, that like we're peaceful. Like we don't resort to violence. But we will do peaceful protests. I mean, if we see somebody's rights being infringed upon, or like any kind of hate or oppression, I mean, we'll do everything in our power, excluding violence, to change that.
Yeah, like my man Mahatma Gandhi said. Like,
say it again, my man
Mahatma Gandhi.
Who's that?
Gandhi.
Gandhi.
You know Gandhi. His first name's Mahatma.
I don't know that guy.
Guy once said,
Mahatma. It's going to be a Mahatma out there, ladies
There
and
it
gentlemen.
is.
Everybody break out your SPF 90 because it's a Mahatma.
The weather today in India is going to be a Mahatma.
Mahatma. Who's he? Like one of the Three Stooges?
he was the fourth stooge. He was Mahatma Gandhi was the fourth stooge.
Yeah.
No, but he once said, the most important thing in the world is peace.
Oh.
But if you impede upon my peace, I will strike upon you with a mighty force.
You know what Chevy said one time? Chevy truck?
No.
Something similar, but it was to Calvin. Because Calvin, he says, if you can give a man some pee, but if you pee on me, I can't remember what it was.
Trouble.
No, I remember this, yes.
Remember Calvin's peeing on
It's
the
close.
Chevy logo.
And if you pee, don't pee on me.
Don't pee on me.
It's like a don't tread on me kind of thing.
Yes. Calvin and Chevy, don't pee
That's
on me.
a Ford thing, though, right?
Could be Ford, could be...
That's what's great about Calvin, though, is he wasn't particular about the people he was hating.
Yeah,
upon.
you know what? You know what the story is?
Like,
The story is with all those Calvin peeing on things. Calvin just had to pee.